Good morning, you guys. It's the third day of the year. Yesterday, I already showed you guys my skincare routine and walked you through it. Now, today, I'm going to walk you through my everyday makeup routine as I'm going back to work today. So, I finally have an excuse to do my makeup. So, first, I skin prep with Supergoop's glow screen. I've been using this for like a year, and there's still some left in here. It lasts a very long time. So, I already washed my face, by the way, guys. So I just use Supergoop's glow screen as my sunscreen base. And I just blend it in with my hands. Next, I go in with Got2 B's brow gel. I used to be a NYX brow gel girl. Then I found out about this one. And then I became a Got2 B girl. It's very tacky and it dries down very fast. I'm not going to lie. But this is all I do to my brows. I don't fill them in. I just put gel. All right, technical difficulty, guys, because my other light died, so I had to use a different one. So I'm in a different spot. But I'm going to use this Ellen Tracy eyeshadow palette that I got for Christmas for my eyeshadow. I'm just going to use a brown because like I want a natural eyeshadow look. I'm going to dust it off and just lightly tap on my lids. See, it looks very natural. Like, it doesn't look like I have any eyeshadow on, and that's the look that I want. You see the difference? It just looks like a very light brown. So I'm going to go in and do that on the other side, and I'll be right back. You guys can see eyes are done. They look kind of crazy without foundation, but these are the eyes. Right, so when I do my foundation, well, I use skin tint for my everyday makeup look, but any skin tint or foundation, I mix it with the e.l.f. Primer, and it stays all day. So let me grab, what am I going to use? Okay, we're going to use Fenty. That's my everyday. Sometimes I switch and I use NARS, but for the most part, I use the skin tint by Fenty and e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. All right, so I put the skin tint first, not too much because remember, I'm just going to work. And then I put one little dot of the primer. I mix it together with this foundation brush. I don't use this foundation brush to blend. I just use it to apply. So I'm going to take my handy dandy damp beauty blender that I cleaned yesterday because I cleaned all my brushes yesterday, all my beauty blenders, and they apply so much better when they're clean. All right, so now we're going to set this with Charlotte Tilbury setting spray before going in with concealer. All right, so for concealer, I use Kulfi's Main Match Concealer. Once I tried this, I couldn't go back to my old concealer. Like, this concealer is so creamy, it's so hydrating, and it's my perfect, like, brightening shade. Once the concealer dries down a bit, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques 402 brush. Alright, so the way I blend my concealer is I just gently tap it in. I try to do it very slowly. Like, this concealer blends like super quick. The concealer that I was using previously for my under eyes was taking forever to blend, but I've noticed that this one, you see it's like basically blended and it hasn't even been 30 seconds yet. All right, so this side is blended, and then I'm going to blend the other side off camera. All right, concealer is blended. Now we're going to go in with the Raspberry blush stick from Makeup by Mario. I have two blush sticks from him. One's like a purplish one. This is my pinkish one. They're definitely the best blushes for every day because you can also keep it in your purse and reapply it throughout the day. I forgot to say, I'm using the 449 Real Techniques brush. It blends really good. It's pink, but it has like a red tint to it. I really, 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 really like this brush. It's like my favorite pink brush that I own. All right, we're gonna do our final set. So the mascara I'm gonna be using today is called Lash Princess. It's from Essence. I got it off of Amazon. And the lash thing that I use so that the mascara doesn't get on my eyes is low-key broken. So we're kind of ghetto today, but it helps the mascara not get on my eyeshadow. So that's one eye. You see how much of a difference it makes? Oh my goodness. I love this mascara. It makes me look like I have lashes. All right, for setting powders, I use the Real Techniques 200 brush. And for setting my under eyes, I use the Wet n Wild Bare Focus setting powder. So I just tap it in and then tap it off, and then gently press it into my concealer to set it. This is such a good setting powder, and it's a drugstore one. So don't be sleeping on drugstore, you guys. And then for setting my T-zones and my forehead, especially since I have braids right now, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's finishing powder. This is like the travel size. But I tap it into my, whenever my forehead's showing a lot, I always put setting powder on my forehead. And then my smile lines and my chin and my nose. Because my nose always, anywhere that creases. Then lastly, for lips, for every day I go in with a lip oil because I feel like it's just hydrating for my lips. And then when I'm going out doing something nice, I'll use like a lip pencil and a lip gloss. But for work, for every day, a lip oil is going to do the job. It's like a gloss, but it's hydrating, which is really good, especially in the wintertime when it's super cold. We are all done. This is my everyday makeup look. I feel like it's a cute, simple beat, and the blush just adds a bit of, I just want you to know that I'm wearing makeup. But it's very natural. It looks like I'm awake with my concealer. And voila, this is my everyday look. Thanks for watching.